They rolled out the red carpet for the world premiere of For the Love of Money at the Flix Brewhouse in Oklahoma City on Saturday night. It's a feature-length film by Oklahoma filmmaker Melvin Childs. Reporter Taylor Jackson has more on the movie and on our state's burgeoning film industry.
I'm getting goosebumps just looking at everybody. It's so cool.
It's not often that Oklahoma City is the site for the world premiere of a movie, but it was last Saturday night. Executive producer Melvin Childs explains what motivated him to both shoot and debut For the Love of Money in his hometown.
I was raised on the northeast side of Oklahoma City, and I don't think that a lot of people that are like me or that I'm used to dealing with would ever get this opportunity. So that was a goal of mine. That, once I was able to be able to put this thing on, I wanted to come back and maybe, uplift a couple people back home.
In 2020, the Oklahoma film industry employed 3,960 Oklahomans and had a direct fiscal impact of more than $32.8 million to the state's economy. It's estimated that 10,218 jobs were created in 2021, with a direct impact of $161.7 million from projects that use the state's incentive program. One of the benefits of Oklahoma's growing film industry is that it provides job opportunities for Oklahomans. Childs employed local talent and makeup artists to assist with the production.
It's really amazing to get up close and personal to the people that you've admired and only seen on TV for so long, and just realize that they are just real people, you know what I mean? Yeah. Genuine hearts, like we became family.
Lisa Ray was also extremely wonderful. Kat was great. Timmy was awesome. Everybody was great. DC is brilliant. Like, everybody was fun. We had a great time.
Aisha and Zay are Oklahoma music artists who have a song featured on the movie's soundtrack. They say opportunities like this help highlight Oklahoma musical talent.
I'd say the feeling is exhilarating. We're excited to see what part it is in the movie. We haven't got to see it yet, so.
We are Oklahoma based, so just in fact that this movie was not just shot here, but that the music was made here, it brings a real inspirational, vibe to it. Be able to tell everybody else, like, we can do it here.
The film is about a single mother, Gigi, played by R&B singer Carrie Hilson, who is pushed to her limits when her daughter finds herself in trouble, forcing Gigi to turn to the world she spent her lifetime running from. Audiences can expect some familiar faces in the movie, such as comedian Cat Williams, actress Lisa Ray, and Rotimi, best known for his role in Star's show Power.
So Greg is a DA, which I never played before, and Carrie's ex-husband. That's super bitter because she messed up our relationship.
And my character is the headache of the movie. You know what I mean? He causes a lot of the issues, and he's a young boss, but you got to see what happens next.
Childs enjoyed working with the cast and says each person brought something special to the project.
Cat is a quirky kind of guy. He brought a wealth of experience, and he's been around a lot, and he's been able to be in a lot of really huge projects. Everybody was just like family. They all supported me. They knew I was a first-time filmmaker, and I'm trying to figure it out, so they all helped me out. So I owe a lot to them because they really looked after me.
Moviegoers might even recognize some of the scenery in the film.
They'll see Bricktown a lot because one of the clubs in Bricktown is where we shot a lot of the scenes because the lead character works in a nightclub. And so we shot a lot of the scenes down there.
That club was Symphony Champagne Bar, a popular nightlife spot among Oklahoma millennials.
We shot at the Botanical Gardens. You'll see a lot of homes and stuff like that. We shot in like 4 different homes in and around Oklahoma City.
As any Oklahoman would do when visitors come to town, Childs took the cast to try some of Oklahoma's staple restaurants.
Florence's. We all ate there. All right. Staple of Northeast 23rd.
And it's safe to say the cast and crew enjoy their time in our state.
Oklahoma's home for me because I like coming here because it gives you a chance to slow down and really work on your craft.
The crew here was top notch, and the cast loved being here. It was really great.
With 33 films and television productions utilizing the state's incentive program, Childs says this won't be the last time he films a movie in Oklahoma.
Right now we've got the next one slated for February to start shooting in February. So I think there's a little bit ways to go as related to the tax incentives and that kind of thing. They're working on that, and if they get all those things worked out, I'm sure they look forward to coming back.
Oklahoma's great for projects with smaller budgets.
I think for doing it in a place like Oklahoma City, there's a bit of an advantage because we make our money stretch a little further.
He hopes to inspire others to pursue their dreams.
You got to just keep going. And, you know, some people will break through the cracks, some won't. But hopefully enough will break through the cracks to be able to do something for the next generation.
For the Love of Money is set to debut in theaters on November 24th. Taylor Jackson, The Oklahoma News Report.
Taylor, thank you. Now, there is some limited gunplay in For the Love of Money, and we had the chance to ask executive producer Melvin Childs about that, given the firestorm of controversy surrounding the deadly shooting on the set of Alec Baldwin's movie Rust. New Mexico police are continuing their criminal investigation into the factors that led to the death of a 42-year-old cinematographer. Baldwin, who is both the star and producer of the ill-fated project, fired the gun not knowing it contained a live round of ammunition. Childs says there's one very simple way to avoid that tragic outcome.
While you see some guns being shot in this movie, we didn't have any bullets, so it didn't matter. I mean, we just did all that stuff in post. I think it might be a little difficult. I think they were shooting a Western when all that happened, so it might be a little bit difficult for them to do that because there's so much gunplay. But for me, I think we've got 2 gunshots in this particular movie, and all that was done in post. It was merely a point and a click. I don't even know if it was a click. It was a fake click. So that way we don't have to get ourselves in those kind of issues, and I don't plan on doing any Westerns, so I think I'm going to be okay.
At this point in time, no charges have been filed in the death of 42-year-old cinematographer Helena Hutchins.